guys. Hey, everybody, Michael Evans here. What a crazy, crazy episode of Harmony and Chaos we saw last night. Tonight, I will have Fluttershy and Tails as our special guest, and you talk about a crazy, crazy cliffhanger. That was one of the better ones. That was a true cliffhanger where the screen goes to black just as you hear an explosion. So, yes, that was absolutely crazy. I really hope Starlight and Mr. Fidget are okay. I don't know Fidget all that well, but I really hope Starlight is okay. The thing is, some people are already speculating like, oh, well, Starlight, maybe Starlight used her magic because she's a unicorn. Maybe she survived somehow. We'll have to wait and see. But again, just a crazy, crazy way. I'm getting some comments already. You guys, again, feel free to ask questions throughout, whether it's directed at me, Fluttershy, or Tails. Those are the characters that were chosen. Again, every week we do one of these live streams. I do want you, it doesn't have to be like the characters that are shipped together. Gary Whitworth asks, hi, my name is Gary Whitworth. How are you today? I am fine. How are you? It's kind of rainy and chilly where I'm at. So it was nice this morning. It was like 60 and sunny, and then the rain moved in and it's kind of cold and cruddy for the last 3 or 4 hours. So other than that, I'm doing great. Again, whatever two characters you guys want to see, do these live streams, me voice them as you guys ask questions. It could be any combination of two. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the two that interest me the most. Like for today with Fluttershy and Tails, it was Sonic Plush who gave me the idea for Fluttershy and Tails. So those will be the two characters that will be a part of this live stream. Another question comes in: what other shows do you like? As far as television, right now I'm hooked into Miraculous Ladybug, the tales of the tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. That's a big one that I like right now. I think my boyfriend Luis has officially gotten me hooked into Dynasty. That's not a cartoon show, but it's a good show regardless. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I watch? I watch a lot of AEW wrestling. That's another one I watch. Other than that, I'm not really into any series. I'm more of a Netflix kind of guy. I haven't found anything that I'm binging on lately. YouTube series, obviously Sonic X Equestria. There's a new series coming out in about a year. It's going to be created by Brown Table. It's called Interstellar Ranger Commence. I have no affiliation with that show whatsoever. It just looks really interesting, and I can't wait to see that one. Looks like a really good series. And there's something I want to add to the whole Starlight thing. All right, go ahead, Tails. I'm about 95% sure she's dead. About 95% sure that they're both dead. That's just my opinion and my scientific opinion, but I'm basing it off of scientific knowledge. I don't think she had enough time to counter that attack by Princess Soletta. Well, again, she is a unicorn, and she is capable of time travel, space travel, and putting up force fields. So we shall see what happens there. I'm not giving it away. But again, let's open up. So with this episode of Harmony and Chaos, immediately, right off the bat, we see that the element of dark magic is affecting the characters greatly. We open the episode with Twilight and Shadow going to the Tree of Harmony. And as they're leaving Twilight's castle, an enraged Rainbow Dash confronts them, Twilight and Shadow, and basically she scolds Twilight like, you pissed Sonic off to the point where now I was out all day and night trying to find him. I can't find him. This is all your fault, Twilight. And, Twilight basically says, look, I had no control as to what I was saying. Shadow basically, he told Rainbow Dash, it's not our fault that your husband can't handle criticism. Rainbow Dash then fires back and says that wasn't criticism. Typically, you learn something from criticism. What Twilight did was basically verbal assault. Then Twilight tells Rainbow Dash, I was affected negatively by the element of magic. There's an evil presence that's inside the element of magic, and it was affecting both me and Sonic. And she said, right now I'm going to the Tree of Harmony to release what's left of my powers of yielding the element of magic, because I had never given them up fully. And then, Rainbow Dash kind of calms down. Her being the element of loyalty, she's able to calm down a little bit, and she's able to kind of like overpower the negative feelings that are going through her element of her element of harmony, which we did not see in this episode. But again, all of the main six are being affected by what Dark Swirl did with the element of magic. And by the end of it, Rainbow Dash comes back to her normal self. She allows the element of loyalty to she was able to fight out of it. And by the end of it, Twilight and Rainbow Dash had hugged it out after Twilight explained what was really going on. And, now the goal for those guys is to try to find Sonic, because with Dark Swirl having possession of the element of dark magic, that's the only way they're going to save Sonic at this point, is getting him to release his powers of yielding the element of magic back to the Tree of Harmony. There are some more questions coming in. Do I play video games? That is from that dude who hates life. Yes, I do play video games. Basically all sports games. My favorite game is probably NHL. I like playing hockey. It's my favorite game to play. I also like playing the old Sega Genesis games. I don't do too much online gaming. I'm not very good at any of the modern day games like, what is it, Rocket League? My brother plays that religiously. I am no good at that game at all. So if you play Rocket League, yeah. I don't do a lot of internet gaming. I do just a lot of just sports gaming against computer, like franchise modes and stuff. But that's about it. Elijah Dodorich, some are just more aggressive than others with corruption. That is true. Yes. It also, I think that also depends too on like the directness of it. Like, we saw what Dark Swirl did with the element of magic. She completely changed the whole appearance of that whole element. And now it's literally the element of nightmares. It's now part of the element of nightmares. It's been completely changed to the element of dark magic. How that is affecting the other elements of harmony, it's negatively affecting the characters. And basically their negative emotions are fueling their elements to change colors, which we'll get into that later on, especially as it pertains to Miss Pinkie Pie's element. Do you play Sega games and Nintendo games too? I do. Nintendo, I actually still have the original Nintendo from 80, from like 1984. I have the original Mario Brothers and like a couple of RBI Baseball, Tetris. I don't have an old Sega Genesis, but I do have the PlayStation version with all the collections on there. So it's got all the Sonic games from the Genesis days. Oh, and Sonic Plush fan VA, voice actor, he says, hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the live stream, Sonic Plush. Again, you chose these two characters, Fluttershy and Tails, to co-host, kind of. Again, for future reference, you guys can... I already have one character that I'm going to have on here for the next live stream. You guys could pick 2 more. It could be any combination of 2. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So let's continue on. So we come out of the opening credits and we go with Fluttershy and Rarity. Rarity's emotions basically, so Fluttershy, you show up to Rarity's boutique to show up for your day of work, and you ask Capper, hey, where's Rarity? And he tells you that she's sulking upstairs over her breakup with Silver, and she's refusing to come down. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I went up there, and she was just in tears, and I happened to walk through a bunch of. She was just being Rarity, eating ice cream. There was probably at least a dozen empty ice cream pails on the floor, which at like 8 in the morning, I don't see how any pony can eat 12 gallons of ice cream. She must have stayed up all night to eat it all. But it was so gross. I like walked through all the gallons and my tail got like, ugh. It was all covered in ice cream. But yeah, she was basically just really sad and crying. And I told her that, like, what was going on with my element of magic, I keep saying element of magic. I told her what happened to my element of kindness, and I showed her. And basically, I requested. I told her what was going on. I said, "Look, there's something wrong with the elements of harmony. We need to check yours." So when we did, her element was like 3/4 discolored and darkened by darkness, like black. It was like a black coating that was on the element of generosity. And while we were talking, I told her, we really need to go see Twilight about this, because something's wrong with the elements of harmony. And she basically said she wasn't going to leave the cottage, or she wasn't going to leave her loft. And she suggested that I take it. And her negative emotions, like just with me being there, her negative emotions turned the element of generosity completely black, which then I knew, like, we have to see Twilight. Yeah, and that was the thing, is like her element of generosity did, like, a Rarity was completely crying. She was clearly saddened, and again, the element of dark magic is affecting the ponies, the main 6. So that was also fueling her negative feelings and emotions. Whereas in the past, maybe Rarity could have pulled it together and gone downstairs. Her overly negative emotions did, in fact, change her element of generosity. It caused it to go completely black. So that's what was going on in that scene. So then basically, Fluttershy, you try to talk Rarity into leaving. And what basically happened after that? Well, she basically told me just she wanted to be left alone to just be sad, and so I followed instructions. I took her element of generosity with me, and I told Rarity that I was going to work a short day, just because I needed to get my element of kindness over to Twilight as well, and I wanted to stop over and see Peaky as well, but that'll be later on, I guess. I think you made a great idea, though, Fluttershy. I mean, we talked, you had mentioned when we had Amy and Chris over in the prior episode that, it would have been a good idea. And if there was and then I told you the only pony who I thought could figure it out, a problem with the elements of harmony, was Twilight. So I think it was a good idea. You decided to take your element of both yours and Rarity's elements to Twilight. Yeah, and then following that, we go to AJ. But before we go to the next part, we have some more questions and comments coming in. That dude who hates life asks, "What will you do after you finish Harmony and Chaos?" Oh wow, that is a very good question. Harmony and Chaos is years away from being completed. So I haven't really thought about it. More recently, I've thought about doing a Gotcha Life series. I'm working 2 jobs now, so for me to do Harmony and Chaos, I mean, just trying to fit Harmony and Chaos in lately has been a pain. I tallied it out from Monday through Friday. I literally was home at night for maybe 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours, between Monday and Friday. I was home for a total of like 6 hours. So, as you saw, like with Speedstar, me dubbing Speedstar's stuff, even that slowed down this week as well. But I'm gonna try to. What I started doing this week is I actually started writing Harmony and Chaos again at work. So I'm starting to write in my notebook again. So just to try that when I do work on the series, I already have stuff written and I'm not trying to write stuff on the fly or as to what I have in my memory already as to what I want the episode to be. If I do a Gotcha Life series, I was thinking about basing it off of Miraculous, maybe, or do an original series. I can't animate worth a darn, and I'm not even going to try to get an animation team together to animate something. That's just a lot of work, and obviously, if I could animate, I would definitely have Harmony and Chaos as an animated series. But again, I just don't have the time to animate anything right now. Getting back on topic, we go back to the next scene with AJ and Knuckles is the next topic that I wanted to talk about. And again, we saw, Applejack being the element of honesty. We saw how Knuckles keeping a secret from Applejack about him and Sonic releasing Dark Swirl from the Chaos Emerald. We saw how that impacted AJ and infuriated and angered her because Knuckles was not honest and truthful. So again, we're seeing the negative, the negative dark energy of the element of dark magic fueling and affecting AJ's element of honesty now. But again, in this episode, we see AJ and Knuckles make up. Basically, AJ confronts Knuckles. She made him sleep alone, which he wound up sleeping out by the Master Emerald, which he did on Mobius quite often. In fact, I think that's where Knuckles basically slept, was in front of the Master Emerald. So basically, he got to relive a night in his past and got to just sleep in front of the element of, or not element, in front of the Master Emerald again. So AJ went out and basically, apologized to Knuckles and they made up, and Knuckles made a promise and he said, I won't ever lie or keep a secret from you again. And by the end of it, they had completely made up and kissed. So that was a good thing. AJ had fought off the negative effects of the dark element of dark magic, at least in that instance. Moving on, we then go to the scene where Twilight releases her element of magic powers back into the Tree of Harmony. And again, Twilight knowing that this is the only way, Twilight knew that this was the only way to prevent herself from falling under Dark Swirl's evil control. She knows now she has to give up the powers completely. Again, she kept half as a failsafe in case something happened to Sonic. Sonic, again, has taken over for Twilight because she's pregnant and she doesn't want to risk the baby's health by yielding the element of magic. So another question, will Super Mario ever be in Harmony and Chaos or just be a reference in the series? I, for one, am not for the Mario Brothers crossover with My Little Pony. I don't know. I'm just not into the Mario aspect of it. I like using the music. The background music is good, and I think the especially that castle theme is very fitting for a lot of the castle scenes. We saw it again in this episode when we get to the Twilights, when Twilight is back from releasing the element, her magical powers. She's kind of relaxing, and then the Mario Brothers song appears. But no, Mario and none of the Mario characters are going to appear in Harmony and Chaos. The thought did cross my mind when Harmony and Chaos ends that I was going to do a continuation series of Harmony and Chaos and name it and do some kind of like a dimensional like crossover where multiple dimensions are opened up by the Master Emerald. But again, I don't know. That's just a thought. It's nothing official. Sonic Plush voice actor. Hey, Michael, if you want, I can offer you some Kingdom Hearts music. If you want to use it in Harmony and Chaos, I think some tracks from the game might fit in the series. I'm up for anything as long as it sounds good. For me, I try to think in my head I don't use music in every scene, but I try to use it for more of the dramatic scenes or characters who actually have a theme song. Um, for an example, like Princess Soletta's theme song is that Dragon Ball Z song you heard at the end of the episode. That is Princess Soletta's theme. So anytime you see her, there's a chance you'll hear that song play in her presence. Um, Basically, what I look for when it comes down to picking music is I try to think of something in my head that I've heard before in the past that I think would go in that I think would go good in this scene. So that's basically how I do the music. But yeah, I'm up for anything. If you guys have good music and you want to send it to me, if you guys have my Discord, I'll just go ahead and give it. My Discord is Michael Evans #2724. That is my Discord account number. If you ever want to look me up on there, I know Sonic Plush. I already have you as a friend on there, so by all means, yeah. If you have some good tracks, send them to me. I'm all for tracks and music that I think would fit. So we go back into the episode. Twilight releases her powers into the Tree of Harmony, and she's highly weakened by the experience. It took a lot of energy for her to release that power because the baby is getting bigger. Currently, Twilight is approximately 4.5, 5 months pregnant with her child. So she is halfway through her pregnancy right now. Within the next, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I know as far as the quote unquote pony timeline or the timeline of the series, she will find out over the next month in real time what if her hunch is correct, if her instincts are correct, and she's having a girl or a boy. So she thinks she's having a girl. Twilight or Shadow wants her to have a girl, so we'll see if it'll be a girl. The big thing with Twilight's pregnancy is the father. Who is the father of the baby? I already know who it is, but again, we have to get there because it might lead to some conflict near the end of the pregnancy or right at the very end after she has the baby. It could lead to a conflict with Shadow, but we'll see. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to write that yet. I already know what the outcome is going to be. I already know who the father is. So you guys, it's just a matter of playing the waiting game and getting there. So right now, all you guys know it's 50-50 because Twilight's having a baby pony. So we'll see. So after Twilight releases her powers of harnessing the element of magic, she immediately tells Shadow, I feel fine. I don't have any negative feelings, and I don't feel any negative thoughts or emotions going through me anymore. And basically, what the Tree of Harmony is going to do is it's going to protect Twilight's powers from becoming corrupted. So now, later on, after the elements have been, whatever happens to the elements, Twilight, after the corruption happens, Twilight can then go back to the Tree of Harmony and reclaim her powers after the corruption happens. So she won't be corrupted in any way after that is done. It will keep her powers completely safe. And we're going to see that is going to play a pivotal role in the conclusion of this saga. So you'll see what I mean. Let's see. Elijah Dodorich comments, it's essentially like a safe haven for the elements. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And again, keep that in mind because as I go down my list here, I actually tried to organize the show this time and made a list. We get down the list, there's actually a part where I do make reference to that exact topic that I will dive into later on. So following that scene, Shadow was kind of concerned about Twilight in that instance. He thought that maybe she put the baby at risk, but she did not. The baby just took a lot of energy out of her. So Shadow, being the worried fiance that he is, just carried Twilight home, and it was really sweet. Oh yeah, it was. That was really sweet. Like Shadow has changed completely since coming to Equestria. I remember when he first came, how he attacked like Knuckles and Sonic over over one of the Chaos Emeralds. So it's really cool to see how much he's changed since the series has continued. And he really does love Twilight. I'm really happy for those two. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Like they're one of my favorite couples. They're probably my second favorite couple behind Sondash. Of course, you and Tails are adorbs. Knuckles and Applejack are a strong couple. Really, all the couples are really good. Obviously, we just saw the breakup of Rarity and Silver. Their engagement is broken off. So, it was one of those things where I wanted to bring Blaze into the series. So, um, it was just one of those things that just happened to be perfect timing. Their breakup. So, um, we're well, and I want to make a point too. Like Twilight's love has completely changed Shadow. Like I've known Shadow for a long time, and I've never seen him filled with this much like kindness and love before. It's really cool because he's always kind of been like a shady kind of character. Just between him working for Doctor Eggman and then him attacking Sonic and having that rivalry with Sonic. It's nice to see Shadow going through this change and actually becoming part of our team. It is Tails, and I'm surprised you guys aren't asking Tails and Fluttershy any questions yet, but yeah. Um, so moving along here, we go to the next topic, which is Sugar Cube Corner, where where we see the Cutie Mark Crusaders having a conversation after school. We have another question. Um, it is from that dude who hates life. Will Sally Acorn be in Harmony and Chaos? I've toyed with the notion of maybe bringing her aboard. As of right now, I'm going to say no. Realistically, I can't think of a way of how she could have survived the Mobius explosion. Blaze's reasoning is she was 200 years in the future. That's how she was able to survive. And then when she went back to look for Silver, she saw that Mobius was destroyed in Sonic's time. And then she knew that her Mobius, 200 years in the future, was going to be destroyed. Just so the space-time continuum would stay in balance. Sonic Plush asks Tails, "Hey Tails, how do you feel being in Sonic 2 movie?" I think it's awesome. The voice actress who actually plays me, I think, is going to do a really good job. She really does sound like me, and I think they did a good job of picking a voice actress who sounds like Tails. So, yeah, I'm really excited for it. I'm also excited to see who else comes along. I'm hearing rumors that maybe Knuckles and Amy might be part of it, or Shadow as well. So, I'm really interested to see who they cast, who they bring aboard in that movie. But yeah, I'm excited. So again, we see the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited for the Sonic 2 movie as well. I don't. What is it? It's supposed to come out in I think the spring of 2022. I think is what I saw. Is it the spring or maybe it's Christmas 2022? I thought I saw a release date for it. I don't know offhand. I want to say okay, and Sonic Plush has confirmed Knuckles was confirmed via a stand of him being present during filming. All right, so yeah, so Knuckles was confirmed April 8th, 2022. Thank you. I had a feeling it was next spring. So yes, that's like right before my birthday. So that's good. Yeah, that's like 2.5 weeks before my birthday. So I'll have to see it. Yeah, I'm like Tails. I'm very excited for that movie. I really thought, you know, when the first Sonic movie came out and they showed the first trailer, I was petrified. I was like, oh my God, Sonic looks hideous. Oh my God, I don't want to see this movie. And then they fixed it, and I was like, okay. So I kind of went to see the first Sonic movie with like mixed emotions, like, oh, I hope this isn't terrible. I hope this isn't a flop. I really hope I enjoy the movie, and I wound up loving the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It was a great movie. It was funny. It was cute. It was kind of emotional too. Like like half the movie, I just wanted to like cuddle Sonic and be like, oh, poor Sonic. Oh, poor Sonic doesn't have any friends. I feel so bad for him. But yeah, it was a good movie. I thought it was. I thought it was like an 8 out of 10 overall. It was funny. It had good action. Jim Carrey was amazing, as he always is. Hilarious, funny. Um, yeah, I was skeptical about him being Eggman, but he actually pulled it together really well, and I loved it. I love the movie. I can't wait for the second one myself. So, another comment. Hey Tails, what will your reaction be if Nintendo buys Sega? I think that'd be absolutely nuts. I mean, I know they've worked together before in the past with like the Olympic Games, and I know with like Smash. Sonic has been in Smash. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. Nintendo is kind of like, I hate to dog my own company, but Sega's kind of like gone with the exception of the actual video games. And I think they own the rights to just the name at this point. I know they do a lot of crossbreeding. Like in the comic world, they sold some of the rights to IDW. So basically, that's all that Sega's doing now. They occasionally will make a video game, and then they'll sell the rights. They'll sell some of the rights to like comic companies. Right now, IDW does Sonic comics. Like more recently, they obviously gave the rights to Paramount to go ahead and do the movie. So that's basically where Sega is. I think it would be kind of cool if they made like a game console. Um, honestly, I do agree with Tails there. It would be kind of cool if this Nintendo and Sega came up with like a joint console, and it was like a Nintendo Sega video game, and they kind of do like crossovers between the games. I think that would be kind of cool. I think it would be kind of cool to see like maybe like Metroid with Sonic, or like Samus with like Sonic and like a Metroid game or something. Like I think it'd be kind of cool to see like how they would cross over different Sega and Nintendo franchises. I think that would be cool. Sonic Plush says, "Oh yeah, I heard rumors that Tails is going to play baseball in one of the scenes in the second movie. Well, that would be cool." I don't know. I'm not big into sports. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember the Sonic X episode where we actually do play baseball. I was kind of terrible at it. I think I struck out like 6 times. I'm not. I'm more of a mechanic. I'm a geek. I don't play sports. But that would be interesting. Oh come on, Tails. You would be okay, I guess. No, Fluttershy, You weren't part of Sonic X. You weren't on Earth. I was absolutely horrible at baseball. Ugh. You're more of an athlete than I am. You're really good at volleyball. Yeah, but the last time I played volleyball, I broke my wing. So, yeah, I think my volleyball career days are over. Right now, I'm just about protecting Equestria. So, again, Sugar Cube Corner. We open the scene with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They're hanging out after school, having snacks and just chilling. We basically see them just talking about what happened at Sweet Apple Acres with Dark Swirl. And they're pretty much just gossiping. And then somehow they get into the topic of Rarity and Silver breaking up. And then Spike walks in. And Apple Bloom tells Sweetie Belle, speaking of fixing your relationship, there's Spike. Why don't you talk to him? Spike walks over and basically begins talking to Sweetie Belle, says he misses her, and he apologized to Sweetie Belle for not being the best boyfriend because he's been busy doing royal stuff. He was in Europony for a month with Twilight and Shadow. Spike he's just been very busy, and again, I think I made reference to this in the last live stream where I just feel like certain characters I don't address as much. Spike and Sweetie Belle's relationship has kind of been on the back burner for most of this season, with a few exceptions, just because Spike has been so busy doing other things, and Sweetie Belle, like, she was off in Manhattan for the fashion show. So again, both those characters have been so busy with their own separate things in their own lives that they haven't really been able to blossom as a couple. So it was nice to see Spike and Sweetie Belle have that moment where they kind of came together again. They shared their concerns, and yet now they appear to be just as strong as ever. So it was nice to write Spike and Sweetie Belle in a kind of a semi-romantic scene again. Just so now I can continue building their relationship. Coming up for those two, obviously the spring dance at Sweetie Belle, at the school where the Cutie Mark Crusaders go to school. I've referenced that multiple times. There's going to be an episode coming up within, I would say, maybe it's going to be in the next, I would say not next episode, but within the next 2 or 3 episodes where they finally have their spring dance. And it's going to be at a critical moment of the series. So moving along there, so Spike and Sweetie Belle have their rekindling moments. And then during that scene, we see Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie make their entrance into the sugar cube corner in the eating area. And as they're coming in, Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie are talking about the elements of harmony. We come to find out that Pinkie Pie's element of harmony has not been affected by the element of dark magic. The reasoning for it is because Pinkie Pie is, well, I should probably get Fluttershy's opinion. So why do you think your element of harmony is affected? Why do you think your element of harmony is being affected while Pinkie Pie's is not? Well, Pinkie Pie is always happy. She's never sad. Well, she's sad sometimes, but she's usually just peppy and happy all the time. I think that's why her element has not been affected by the element of dark magic. I think as far as I'm concerned, I think the reason why a quarter of my element is blackened is because I'm kind of worried. Like I've been worried things like I'm worrying about Rarity and Silver. I'm worried about Rarity's business. I'm also worried for Sonic and Rainbow Dash. I mean, poor Rainbow Dash doesn't even have her husband right now. So yeah, I'm just doing a lot of worrying, and I think that's why maybe part of my element has turned black. It's not because I don't have any like evil malice thoughts or anger issues like what Rainbow Dash and Twilight and Sonic are going through. I'm more just worrying and having just a little bit of a pessimistic feel. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Pinkie Pie is typically more of the positive character. She's always happy and peppy. So I don't think I think that's a good point as to why she is not being affected by the element of dark magic, nor is her element of laughter. As the scene continues, we learn that Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie are going to go to Twilight's castle. Pinkie Pie goes with Fluttershy, and they leave. So basically, we go to the next scene. Before we do that, I get another comment. It's from the dude who hates life. Hey Tails, what will your reaction be if there was Sonic X-Men in Black crossover or Sonic X Looney Tunes crossover? Oh my gosh. Before Tails comments on that, I have not watched X-Men in a long time. God almighty, when was the last time I watched X-Men? I watched the animated X-Men in the 90s. That's how old I am. I was a youngster in the 90s. So I used to watch the X-Men animated series all the time. That was one of the best series ever, best cartoon series ever. One of the best. Yeah, I would be kind of cool with I think a Looney Tunes crossover would be quite funny actually. I think I don't know how I don't know how I don't know in which genre that would be in, if it would be more Looney Toony or if it would be more Sonic-y. I think it would be kind of cool though, like to see Bugs Bunny and like try to interact with the Sonic characters and myself included. I think that would be really cool. I think it would be hilarious actually. Oh, I think it would be cool. I like Probably my favorite character is Bugs. I love Bugs Bunny. He's kind of cocky and cool and really, really nice. I also like, I can't think of, God, it's been so long. But yeah, I agree with Tails. I think a Sonic X Looney Tunes, a Sonic Looney Tune crossover would be cool. I think I would like to see that. We got 2 more comments. Sonic plush. I know how Sonic feels. I also am getting tormented by an evil version. Ha ha ha. That's funny, Plush. If you guys know Plush, he has an evil version of himself on Discord. Yeah, it's interesting and funny. He uses it a lot for like role play and stuff. So, yeah. So okay. So I haven't done role play with you guys in a while. Like, how are you being tormented there, Sonic Plush? I know Elijah is being tormented. He can't figure out my dialogue at this point. Oh. Okay. Elijah, thanks, Elijah. Elijah commented, I think he means Men in Black. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would like Sonic and Men in Black. I don't know how that would work. Yeah, that'd be kind of, I don't know, because the Men in Black kind of deal, I don't know though. Like, I think Sonic could maybe work with the Men in Black if he were to go to Earth. That would be interesting. I don't know. Sonic Plush comments on my question. He basically is planning on killing me and the others. I'm not sure on that last part. That's so funny. You guys are fun. His plan is complete though. See, I need to do more role play with you guys. Like I don't oh god, but I just don't have the time. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how much time I don't have. Like I'm actually, me personally, I am upset at myself that this episode took a month. Pretty much I definitely have the opening scene done for the next episode. I'm going to tweak it a little bit already from what I have written. I'm already going into the second and third scenes of the next episode. I don't have it in the computer, but I do have it written down in my notebook. Okay, so it is confirmed that he meant Sonic crossing over, with Men in Black. Again, I think that would be another interesting thing. I think Sonic could work with the Men in Black. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. That'd be different. That would definitely be different. Eliza Dodorich, I'm pretty sure the overall dark presence is messing with my predictive abilities. You guys. Oh man. We're having our own little role play here in the comments section. It's funny. Well, yeah, I have seen some of Plush EXE. He is quite evil. Quite evil. Speaking of Sonic, speaking of EXE and Sonic, evil Sonic, we did not see him in this episode. I promise you will see him in the next episode. Sonic was not meant to be the focal point at all during this episode. This episode's focal point was Fluttershy, Twilight, the elements of harmony in general, and basically, Fluttershy. I'm actually surprised. Fluttershy is becoming very adept with her abilities somehow. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Like I don't have any magical abilities. I'm just a Pegasus, and I'm really shy. So I don't know how I came up with these weird like powers of being able to just. I think it's just common sense, Fluttershy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is common sense. And speaking of that, we'll go into the next scene where it was Dark Swirl and Nightshade. So now we spin the gears back to our Harmony and Chaos here. Dark Swirl and Nightshade are in Ponarabia. Now, the significance of that is that Princess Soletta's tomb, Dark Swirl's sister Soletta, her tomb is in Ponarabia. And in season 1, we saw Daring Do invade. Well, we didn't actually see Daring Do do it, but we find out that Daring Do actually invaded the booby-trapped temple or tomb of Princess Soletta. Princess Luna and Princess Celestia had set traps and all kinds of stuff, so no pony would disturb Soletta's grave or her tomb. So basically, we figure out that Daring Do found a Chaos Emerald in season 1. She found a Chaos Emerald inside the tomb, and she also found Princess Soletta's diary. Why Princess Soletta did not hide that diary, beyond me. Maybe she wanted her secrets to come out. Maybe that's why Princess Soletta put her diary out in the open, so some pony could find it and kind of expose the truth as to what happened on Mobius. But again, we're going back to season 1 there. But so basically, Dark Swirl asks Nightshade, so what happened to my sister Soletta here? What led to her death? And Nightshade told Dark Swirl that it was Celestia's parents, Celestia and Luna's parents. So essentially, it was Soletta's daughter. It was Soletta's daughters who overthrew her. That being Celestia and Luna's parents. So essentially, Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are the granddaughters of Princess Soletta. That is their direct descendant tree to each other. So Princess Soletta was betrayed by her own children in Equestria. Soletta had become so corrupt, so evil, that she was causing the Wendigos to form. And she was causing such disarray that in order to restore harmony, the Soletta's children forced her. They were actually going to kill their own mother. So they basically forced her into exile. Soletta escapes and lives her life in exile. Now, while in exile, we come to find out from Nightshade that as the history was told, Soletta had committed suicide. They found an empty vial of an empty vial of what was probably poison, what they thought was poison, but it really wasn't poison. What Soletta did, and you're gonna see this. I don't know if I'm gonna give the backstory in this episode or the following episode, but I think it's going to be in the next episode where Soletta basically tells you what happens. So I don't want to give it away. But again, within the next episode is when you learn how Soletta survived and what she really did. And how she was able to survive thinking everybody thought she was dead, essentially living in exile for 30,000 years. So, yeah, you'll find that out in the next episode. I'm not going to give it away, spoiling it. So, yeah, you get her backstory you're going to get her backstory in the next one. Let's see, moving right along. So again, Nightshade and Dark Swirl have their moment where they're kind of connecting. They're kind of having an argument, and Nightshade tells Dark Swirl that he's in love with somebody else, and this is where things get a little bit shocking because you would not think that Dark Swirl would know who Nightshade is in love with, but because she has the ability to go into the dream realm. We saw that when she was attacking Princess Luna. She was attacking her through the dream realm. And she was somehow able to link reality into the dream realm. And that's how she was able to attack Fluttershy and Tails. That's how she was able to attack the Cutie Mark Crusaders, because she linked reality to Luna's dreams. So, it's kind of a cool little, spin that I threw on that there. So basically, during her being locked up in the Chaos Emerald, Luna was asleep, and while Luna was asleep, Dark Swirl was able to see Nightshade's dreams, and in those dreams, he was dreaming about Starlight. You didn't actually see that in the series, but it's implied. When Dark Swirl says, I basically have been inside of your dreams So I know who you're in love with. It's Starlight Glimmer. So basically, that's how she finds out about Starlight. So Nightshade confronts Dark Swirl and asks, "You're not going to harm Starlight, are you?" And Dark Swirl confirms that she's not going to harm Starlight unless Nightshade gives her a reason to. So, moving through that scene, still, Nightshade and Dark Swirl were in a hotel during that scene too. So they kind of were stopping to rest before they reached Soletta's tomb. So yeah, I feel bad, Elijah. I also feel bad for Senpai. And you'll see Nightshade. You're going to see how Nightshade is affected by this episode. And it's what ultimately leads him to go down a very, 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 very dark path. He goes on a rampage and he goes on a very vengeful plot. We'll leave it at that. So yeah, this episode is going to change Nightshade forever, and it makes him evil. Yeah, Nightshade is going to go completely evil after this episode. So, yeah. So continuing on, we get to the next scene, which is Twilight's castle. She's resting, and that's when Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie arrive. Pinkie Pie, Sunset Shimmer introduces. Well, let's just start with the Shadow Twilight moment where Shadow asked Twilight, like, "Hey, you made reference to our baby being a she." So that was kind of a cute moment. And Twilight tells Shadow, "Yeah, it's my motherly instincts / alicorn abilities, my alicorn instincts kicking in, telling me I'm having a girl." Shadow's kind of excited about it because he wants a girl himself. Let's see. So then Sunset Shimmer, while Twilight and Shadow are talking and having that moment, talking about the baby, and Twilight's basically apologizing to Shadow for overdoing it and for making him worry. Sunset Shimmer then walks in with Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. And that's when Fluttershy tells Twilight, "Look, I have something to show you." And then that's when you, Fluttershy, show her your element of kindness. Yeah, her reaction was I'm not surprised by her reaction at all. Twilight was shocked. I think she was more shocked by Rarity's element being completely black. But, my original hunch and theory was correct. And basically, Twilight knew immediately what was going on. And then Twilight told me how she knew, which shocked me because I didn't know Twilight kept any of the element of magic power. I thought she did give it all to Sonic, but I understand why she did what she did. So, okay, so Fluttershy, what is this ability you're having? You seem to be having this thing now where, a couple episodes ago, you're the one who essentially taught Sonic how to use the element of magic and how to tap into its unique abilities and how to transform into harmonic Sonic. So basically you knew about it, you stumbled on it by accident. So like what are these extra abilities that you're coming across? Well, I think it's just common sense and observing things like with like Rarity's element, the fact that it like changed color right in front of me while she's being negative. Like that's how I was able to decipher like your negative emotions are affecting the elements of harmony, or at least your elements. And as far as like Sonic goes, yeah, with him figuring out how to use the element of magic to become harmonic Sonic, how I figured it out was strictly an accident. How I figured out my elements, special abilities. Like I said, I was meditating and I just happened to have the element of kindness around my neck that day. And I was, just meditating, being peaceful, kind of just doing yoga out in my backyard. And that's like when the element tapped into something and all of the animals were frozen in my backyard. Like, it's like I had froze time, and it only lasted for about 30 seconds, but it was so weird. And that's how I questioned Twilight then about it. Again, it's not mentioned in any of the episodes, but like after I did that, like I went to Twilight and I told her what happened. And then that's when Twilight told me that each element has its own unique abilities. She didn't tell me which each element does, but yeah, that's how I figured it out. I think it's just like my special abilities is just more like just using common sense. I think um, that maybe it's just I have a feeling or a gut instinct. It's kind of similar to Pinkie Pie's Pinky senses, where it's like she can sense evil presences, and when she does, like her body goes into like these really weird gyrations. She calls them Pinky senses. It's it's kind of funny when she has her Pinky senses because she's a lot more bouncy and fidgety than usual. Elijah Dodorich says it's more situational awareness. I do agree. It's knowing your history, knowing the elements' history. Obviously, when the elements of harmony are turning black, that it's not a good thing. And I think any pony or any creature for that matter can figure that one out. So yeah, you don't have to be a rocket scientist like me to figure out that something's not right. Thanks, Tails. No, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. So moving forward, what do you think Twilight? So before I ask that question, so then Twilight decides that she's going that at this point she then tells you, Fluttershy, that she released her magical abilities of yielding the element of magic. Once she did that, she says all of the negative feelings and emotions are gone, and that you girls have to turn over the elements of harmony right away. So she could put them with the Tree of Harmony to protect them. We then see Twilight write a letter to Starlight, telling Starlight to well, you really don't see her do it, but I gave like a narrative. Excuse me. I gave a narrative paragraph. I gave a narrative paragraph describing that Twilight wrote a note to Starlight, and then when Spike got home from Sweetie Belle, walking Sweetie Belle home, that's when Twilight has Spike send the letter to Starlight, which we will see later on how that plays an effect. So basically, Fluttershy, do you think that Twilight can salvage the elements of harmony at this point? I don't know. I know in the past, like if you go to the My Little Pony, we saw the evil six, the evil main six. They were completely disintegrated by the Tree of Harmony when they tried to touch the elements. They were completely disintegrated and they deteriorated and aged very quickly. I don't know. Well, do you think the Tree of Harmony is going to reject the elements of harmony? Or do you think the tree is going to accept the elements, even though they have this dark presence in them? Oh, that's a good question. I know it protected Twilight's powers. Oh, I don't know. Because again, we go back to the evil main six. Once they tried to touch the elements, like the tree vaporized them. So I don't know. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. I don't know. I really can't answer that. Yeah. So that's something that we're gonna have to watch out for moving forward. Will the Tree of Harmony actually accept the elements of harmony and protect them? Will it accept them? It accepted Twilight's magical powers, but will it accept the elements while they're being corrupted? We'll have to see. That's another thing that you have to look into, that we'll have to look into in the upcoming episodes. So again, we mentioned Starlight getting sent that letter. Starlight then receives the letter. Now, keep in mind, it is now nighttime in Ponyville. So now Starlight receives the letter. Spike sent the letter right before he went to bed. So now it's morning time in Europony, and Starlight gets this letter from Twilight suggesting that she go to Nightshade's castle and request Nightshade to steal the element of harmony, or to steal the element of magic back. So then Twilight can put it with the Tree of Harmony and essentially take away all of, to take away Dark Swirl's spell off of it that she had cast. Before we dive into that scene, we have a couple more comments. Hey, Tails, what will your reaction be if there was a crossover between Thomas the Tank Engine and Sonic? Ugh. Well, personally, I'm not a big fan of Thomas the Tank Engine, so I don't know if I would like it or not. I probably would not like it. Oh, and then he also put, because I meant to do it. I don't know. I think I've never seen a crossover with Sonic. I know Will Atkinson does a Thomas. I never got into Thomas when I was a kid. Thomas was around, God, even 30 something years ago when I was a kid. I just never got into Thomas. I don't know why. I just never did. I know my daughter, Allie, went through a brief Thomas phase where she liked Thomas briefly. But I never got into Thomas. So I don't know. I personally don't know if I would like it. I don't know how they are compatible. I don't know how Thomas and Sonic would be compatible. Nicole Kala. Sorry I'm late. It is okay, Nicole. It is okay. So we go back to that closing scene. So Starlight then, after receiving the letter, goes to Nightshade's castle. We come to find out that Fidget is all alone in the castle. Keep in mind, it is now nighttime in Equestria. So now that it's nighttime in Equestria, Nightmare Moon has left Nightshade's castle to continue her corruption of Sonic. We don't see it in this episode, but you'll see it in the next episode. You will see it in the next episode that Nightmare Moon is trying to affect Sonic more. She's attacking him to the dream realm, and we'll see that in the next episode. So Nightmare Moon is gone. Fidget tells Starlight, "Look, hey, I'm all alone here at the castle. Nobody's here." And that's when Starlight asks Fidget, "Are you a good-hearted pony?" Because basically that's actually no, it goes the other way around. Fidget tells Starlight, "Hey, look, I'm all alone here. If you want, you can take the element of magic yourself. Go ahead and just take it. There's no pony else here." So they wound up going up to the room in which Dark Swirl is keeping the element of dark magic. And lo and behold, who does Starlight find there? The thought to be dead Princess Soletta, who is not dead and has not been resurrected by Dark Swirl and Nightshade, who are in Ponarabia trying to resurrect, or at least bring out Soletta's spirit. Well, now that we find out Soletta's not dead, we find out she has a plot of her own. And we'll get into that here in a minute. But Soletta basically tells Fidget and Starlight, I have my own evil agenda here. She shoots a beam of magic into the element of dark magic. Now, that beam is very significant because now, not only does Dark Swirl control Sonic or have control over Sonic, but now when Sonic turns evil, now Princess Soletta has part control of Sonic as well. And that it will force Sonic to do the things that Soletta wants him to do, or wants her. Basically, it puts Sonic under Soletta's control too. And we all know what Soletta's end goal is. She wants to force Sonic into marrying her because Sonic is an identical twin. His descendant, Prince Tully, who is identical to Sonic, was Princess Soletta's husband on Mobius when they lived on Mobius. So that is why Princess Soletta is interested in Sonic. And we'll get more into that in a minute. So the episode closes with Soletta firing an energy blast at Starlight and Fidget. It is often in the crime world, you don't want to leave any witnesses. So basically, Soletta fires her shot. Screen goes to black. Kaboom. We are left with the cliffhanger ending of, oh my effing Lord, is Starlight and Fidget okay? You'll find out right off the bats in the next episode. I won't waste any time. We get right into that in the next episode. It's the opening scene. You'll see exactly what happens in the opening scene. So I'm not going to drag that out. I'm not going to tell you who survives or who dies or who, if they both survived, whatever. I'm not going to ruin it. You guys are going to have to wait and see. So it could be any number of those things. So we got comments coming in like crazy. Sonic plush. Did anybody shed light on the fact that Mr. Fidget and Rainbow Dash sound kind of the same? You know what? I started thinking that too. Okay, hold on. Oh my God, my boyfriend's on here. Luis, I am shocked. Great work. Oh my God. Thanks, Luis. I love you. Yeah, my boyfriend is commenting now. Nice. Oh, I love you, babe. So basically, we have some more comments. Did anybody shed light on the fact that Fidget and Rainbow Dash sound kind of the same? You know what? I did. As I'm listening to it, when I was recording the episode on my phone, I'm like, holy crap, my Fidget sounds a lot like Rainbow Dash. Yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. I was thinking that too. I was shocked she wasn't dead, but you don't know if she is dead yet. There's a chance Starlight is dead. There's a chance that Fidget is dead. There's a chance that they're both okay. So I don't know, or I do know, but you guys don't know exactly which combination that is. Again, I'm not gonna make you guys wait. That will be the opening sequence. That's the opening scene for the next episode, is where I left off. So you will know right away in the first 10 seconds what happened after the screen went black. Elijah Dodorich, I do hope that Fidget's okay. Sonic Plush says ditto, the same. Some more stuff coming in from that dude who hates life. I actually have some crossover ideas that I meant to do in the future. Back to the Future, XMLP, Fortnite, and My Little Pony. Thomas the Tank Engine and My Little Pony, and probably Ghostbuster crossover and a Marvel crossover. I would like to just see a modern day Ghostbuster series on YouTube. I think that would be cool with the original characters. Hey, that could be an idea for me. Could be an idea for me. Because I've gone through my paranormal phase as well. Like I used to watch Ghost Adventures like religiously. Like every new episode. I used to love Ghost Adventures. It was a great show. Still is. But going back into the episode, we are going to close on this note. Now, at the end, again, we saw I had a message I had to confirm. So moving forward, I want to take a look at the motives here between Dark Swirl and Princess Soletta. And this is where we're going to close. So at the end of this episode, we know what Dark Swirl's motives are. Obviously, she wants to have complete control of the elements of nightmares. It was always her life work to create the elements of nightmares. And she's done that with the element of dark magic. But what's going on with Dark Swirl is Dark Swirl wants to resurrect Soletta because even though Dark Swirl killed her parents, she killed her own parents. She wanted to take over the Equestrian Empire on Mobius. It is unclear as to whether or not she wanted to kill Soletta or not. I know, like in this, in Harmony and Chaos, Dark Swirl tells Night, basically she has stated in the past, I want to have that relationship with my sister. She told Nightshade in the hotel sequence, I want to have a relationship with my sister. My parents put me and Soletta against each other, and I never got to have that sisterly relationship that I wanted with my sister. So Dark Swirl always blamed her parents, or she blamed their parents for the reason why Soletta and her hated each other and why they did not get along as siblings. So now Dark Swirl wants to resurrect Soletta to have that sisterly relationship, and she's going to use Princess Celestia to do it. Now, what she was going to do was she was going to corrupt Celestia in the same way she's corrupting Sonic. She was going to try to attack Celestia through the dream realm to try to get her to have negative thoughts and have negative emotions and feelings. And obviously, what we saw now with Soletta being alive, that's not going to happen. And in the next episode, when they actually get to Soletta's tomb, you're going to see Dark Swirl's reaction, like, what the hell? What the hell happened to my sister? Why isn't her body in here? Where are her bones? So you'll see. And then there's an extra little shocker coming. Then Dark Swirl's going to see firsthand why her sister's not there. So moving forward, so we know what Dark Swirl's motives are. Now, what Soletta's motives are. Soletta, it's unclear right now as to how Soletta feels about Dark Swirl. Obviously, she still feels like hatred toward Dark Swirl for killing her parents, for killing their parents, because Soletta always got special treatment from both their parents. So she always hated Dark Swirl for killing her mom and dad, or their mom and dad. So Soletta basically says she has a revenge plot aimed at Equestria, and we know that Soletta's motives are to, now that Dark Swirl has corrupted Sonic, she now knows that she has an evil Tully. So in her mind, she's going to have her husband Prince Tully back, because Sonic is literally an identical twin to Tully. It's his ancestor from 40,000 years prior. It is one of the reasons why Sonic has alicorn abilities and why he has alicorn blood flowing through him, or at least pony blood or magic or whatever, because it was passed down through the generations. Because once Soletta and Tully started having children, obviously they had hedgehogs, they had ponies as offspring. So the hedgehogs wound up having magical abilities. That's why Sonic has pony magic inside of him, because he descended from it. Also explains why him and Manic have cutie marks, him and Sonya as well. So Soletta's motives are not yet clarified as far as to what she's going to do. Her main objective right now was what she achieved to do, and that was to also corrupt the element of dark magic herself, so she can control Sonic and force Sonic into a marriage with her, so she could have Tully back. So essentially, Sonic is becoming a reborn Tully. And as we even heard Dark Swirl say, this version of Tully is not going to betray me and sell me out to the echidnas like Tully did and have me banished. So again, we'll see what Soletta's motives are. I can tell you right now, she still has a deep hatred for Dark Swirl. But but we'll see how that plays out. Dark Swirl kind of wants to make amends with Soletta. Soletta wants nothing to do with Dark Swirl. And you're going to see Soletta is truly, truly an evil, evil, evil individual. Far more evil than Chrysalis, even. She's very deceptive. She's very, she's about as bad as it gets. And you'll see that moving forward in the rest of the season. I'm not even sure if this saga is going to end in season 3 or if it's going to end early in season 4. I'm hoping I can wrap this whole thing up by the end of the season. It's getting tight with the time frame, with there only being 14 episodes left in the season. It is getting tight. So if I'm going to wrap this up, I got to do it fairly quick. Before I go ahead and close this out, Sonic Plush, also quick update on Legendary Sonic Chapter 2. The first half is already filmed but not edited. Okay, thank you, Sonic Plush. That dude who hates life, if I do a Ghostbuster crossover with MLP, would you watch it? I would give it a shot. I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters, always have been since I was 5 years old. So I'm a 32-year Ghostbuster fan. So yes, I would watch a Ghostbuster MLP crossover. I think it'd be interesting to see how the Ghostbusters. What I think it would be cool if the ponies somehow wound up in New York City. I think if you're going to do that, the ponies should be in New York City. Rarity would get her wish. She would be in Manhattan, not Manhattan. So that would be kind of cool. Elijah also comments, I do like the fact that the idea with Soletta came full circle. Yes. And again, I've had a handful of fans that actually hate the fact that the ponies come from Mobius. But again, it's a huge reason. It's the whole basis of the series. Harmony and Chaos. They were one entity. They were meant to be one entity. So for them to be one entity, I had to come up with the story of how the elements of Harmony and Chaos Emeralds are of one entity. And the only way you could do that is if the ponies were from Mobius. So that's why that's how I came up with the ponies coming from Mobius. And yes, the tie-in with Soletta, that was huge. The fact that this has been 4 years in the making, this whole Princess Soletta thing. It started back in season 1. When she was referenced, and it's just kind of built. It's built and built. So I constantly, and I'm going to tell you guys this for future references. Anytime I give a point on something or I introduce an idea or introduce something, I have a purpose for it. You may not see it right away. It may be 30 episodes down the line and I come back to it. But again, with the King Sombra saga, how we saw King Sombra on Harmony and Chaos, that was another thing that started off in season 1. Prince Shining Armor was going through personality changes, dual personality disorder. And we come to find out that he was actually being physically morphed into King Sombra. Like King Sombra was resurrecting himself through Shining Armor. And that's how we go into season that started in season 1. And then by halfway into season 2, that's when Sombra resurrected himself. Prince Shining Armor died. Obviously, he completely transformed into King Sombra because Sombra he completed his resurrection. Let's see, more comments. The reason why I haven't finished the second half yet is because you haven't sent your lines, but you're busy, I understand. Oh, the Rainbow Dash lines. Oh, yeah, I got those. I am sorry. Yeah, I'm still voicing a lot of things. As well as I do, we're doing the Speedstar stuff. I meant to voice the first episode of Will Atkinson series. I haven't even gotten to that yet this weekend. And I'm looking at my closeout thing here. I was actually going to close out I was going to close out this live stream by saying I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of episodes of Speedstar series There's only 5 more season 1 episodes left to voice for Speedstar. If you're going to watch any of those, I'm going to definitely probably do at least 1 episode of Speedstar tonight, maybe 2. Speedstar has already warned me that the next 5 episodes are incredibly difficult to dub. He's like, because the dialogue moves very quickly, and he says you're going to have to do a lot of pausing. So, again, I apologize if I butcher any of the Sonic X Equestria episodes. What's out of the last 5? He does say that it is very difficult to voice them. So I'm going to go ahead and give it my best effort to dub. I would expect at least 2 episodes tonight. It depends on my neighbors upstairs, if they're asleep or not. I still hear some movement and some talking. I'm not sure how much of my neighbors you can hear with this, with this microphone. I don't know how much of my neighbors you can hear. This is a Yeti. It's like top of the line professional microphone. So like I could hear every conversation that they're having up there when I have my headphones on. I hear every word as clear as day. It's a good spy microphone. No, I'm not a creeper like that. It's just weird because he yells at his kid a lot. So when I'm voicing, I can hear, and my boyfriend, Luis, if you're on here still, my boyfriend, Luis, can tell you they are quite noisy up there at times. You can hear, So when I'm trying to voice these episodes, I can hear every word of their conversation in this microphone. And it's like, you don't hear it in the episode because the microphone naturally tunes out the background noise, but it still throws me off when I hear them talking as I'm trying to voice Rainbow Dash. Like I'm totally trying to get into Rainbow Dash and I can't concentrate because I've got him talking to his online friends. But yeah. Oh my God, Rainbow Dash, when did you get here? All right, guys, I'm getting off topic here. So, there he is. There's my guy. Why can't this thing type? Okay, now I'm going to type you a message. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Luis is basically agreeing with me that my neighbors are loud. So, yeah, you hear a lot of their conversations, and I can definitely hear word for word when this microphone is on. So I hope during the live stream you guys can't hear too much of what's going on up there. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Your Rainbow Dash voice is so cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I'm able to do it. I don't know if you guys know who Brittany Ackerman is. She is who I consider to be the internet Rainbow Dash. But yeah, she is the internet Rainbow Dash. So I actually sent some of my dialogue of Rainbow Dash to Brittany Ackerman. And Brittany Ackerman actually said, your freaking Rainbow Dash is unbelievable. Like, for a guy, she's like, it's like spot on for a guy. And that's coming from Brittany Ackerman, who is Rainbow Dash. Let's face it, she can voice Rainbow Dash on My Little Pony, and you couldn't tell. I can't tell the difference between her and Ashley Ball sometimes because she's that good. So the fact that Brittany Ackerman gives props on my Rainbow Dash, that's huge. Because she has done work for Tri-Dashy. And so getting that kind of feedback from her is unbelievable. But thank you, Lion God 360. I appreciate it. I work very hard on these voices. Some voices come natural to me. Others take a little bit of work. I'm going to go ahead and drop this just because I kind of want to do it. The first voice I ever did was when I was a freshman in high school. I was able to voice Cartman. God damn it, holy shit, what the fuck? No, I'm sorry for swearing, but yeah, that's about Cartman there. Hey, is this My Little Pony and Sonic? I'm a huge brony. Love My Little Pony. You word, fat ass. Shut up, Kyle. So yeah, that's just a random South Park. Why did I randomly go into South Park? Kenny, you're poor, and I'm not a wuss for liking My Little Pony. I like Sonic too, guys. What the hell? Screw you guys. I'm going home. Bye, fat ass. But yeah, all right. But again, we'll close this thing out. I'm getting way off base here. We'll close this thing out by saying I'm going to do at least one, maybe I'm doing at least one Sonic X Equestria tonight of Speed Stars. If I have a chance to do two, I'll do two. But there's 5 episodes left for me to dub for season 1, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So 5 more. I hope to get them all done this week. Shall see. Apparently, Sonic Plush likes my Cartman. Yeah. But, oh, God. When I was a teenager, my Uncle Rob wanted to pay me to go to some of his keg parties to voice Cartman. He's like, I'll pay you if you come and voice Cartman at my keg parties with my friends or some of the parties I have. And I was like 13 years old, 14 years old. And he's like, yeah, I'll pay you to voice Cartman at one of my parties. Just do it for like 2 hours, like your own little stand-up thing. And I was like, okay. I don't know how I'm going to come up with an hour's worth of dialogue, but okay. But yeah. So that's all I got, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely Sonic Plush, his first voice was Mickey Mouse. Oh my God, I have to, okay, wait a minute. Okay, if you're going to mention Mickey, okay. Oh boy, I feel great, Goof. Oh fuck. Well, gee, Mickey, I'm glad you're doing good. We've done that on the voice channel a few times there, Sonic Plush. We've done Mickey and Goofy quite a few times. It's hilarious. Oh my God. Some of the things we do on that voice channel is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, we have some fun dialogue on that voice channel. Well, hot dog, we need to get ourselves a mouse tool. Kermit T. Frog here. Can somebody please get me out of my marriage to Miss Piggy? Wish we could see you again, man. Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've been on the voice chats. I'm just so freaking busy, man. Like, the good news is I just got a $5 raise at my main full-time job at Dunkin'. So now I'll be making like $23 an hour. So I don't know how long. I at least want to do my second job for like 6 months, just so I can have like a nice little nest egg eventually when I get myself out of this hole. I'm still trying to because I pay child support and all that stuff. So I have to work 2 jobs for a while. Just, oh my God, thank you, baby. Luis, my boyfriend, says I'm a natural. Thank you. I'm trying. I don't know how to go about getting an agent. With COVID, I know a couple of real life voice actors, talking with them and meeting them at conventions. What they have told me to do is do improv, join an improv group. Well, improv is kind of hard right now because we really don't have live events still. Like, we just started, a month ago, we were just allowed to go to Wrigley Field. It's only 25% of the crowd, but again, I don't know how many of these improv places are open or where to even audition to join an improv group, but that's where I'll have to go next. But yeah, oh my God. I may as well mention the schedule for voice chat. It's basically Friday to Sunday from 6 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, just letting you know when we're on if you ever wanted to join again. I do want to join that voice server again. We usually have a lot of fun, and the random Eggman and stuff that we get into. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Just wait till I get to Equestria, Hedgehog. You and your new pony friends. I would say I have a really. I guess I could say I have a really big announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog has a tiny dick, and he pissed on my wife. Yeah, we did a Sonic Adventure 2 watch where this group of people dubbed that Sonic Adventure 2. That was freaking hilarious. I've never laughed so hard at a dub all my life. That was one of the funniest dubs I've ever seen. Ah, Nicole, see, people who have watched it, they get it. Yeah, they get it. Yep, yep, they get it. They get that reference. I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys. I unfortunately am going to sign off and end this live stream now because I want to do at least an episode or two of Sonic X Equestria. And no, 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 no. Ah, no. I'm sorry, Sonic Plush. I meant to. Type that in again. Oh, why did it do that? No. See, I'm clicking on way too much right now. Sonic Plush, repost that. I didn't mean to block it. My stupid mouse hesitates. Retype what you just put in so I can put that up there. That's funny. There you go. Show. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not going to do the other guy's voice, but you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. I can't do Eggman right now for some reason. But that seems to me that could be a good Cartman line. Or actually a Kyle Brozlowski. Hey, fat ass Cartman, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. Fuck you, Kyle. At least I'm not a Jew. I'm sorry, I didn't offend any Jews. But yeah, that's from South Park. That's South Park. That's not me. But I've got to end this. This is getting way off track. But we did cover the whole episode, so that's good. Oh my! I cannot believe I am a part of this. I may have to check that out at some point. Okay. Yes, it's Sonic. Go to Sonic for you, Elijah. Go to Sonic Adventure 2 dubs. In fact, I'm pretty sure Sonic Plush will probably bring up a link. He could probably link it to the chat. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It is one of the funniest things you'll ever watch. It is so funny. It's like 34 minutes of you piss pantsing yourself laughing. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah. Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com? I think that was more the guy who actually voiced Eggman in that series. Oh, now it's all over the fucking islands. Now everybody's gonna see my egg-shaped dick. Oh my god. Now I want to watch it, but I ain't gonna have time. All right, I'm serious. I am ending. Screw you guys. I'm going home. I gotta end this live stream so I can go ahead, call my boyfriend for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna do a couple of episodes of Sonic X Equestria. Seriously, guys, this needs to stop right now. Because I can stay on here for 3 more hours just screwing around. I should do that one of these days. Just do random live streams where we can just screw around. I want to figure out how I can add people to this. It would be kind of cool to have. No, you're doing this forever, laughing my Cartman. Okay, I'm glad you guys like my Cartman. That's good. That was the first voice I could do, honestly. But no, I'm just really good at voice mimicking. I don't know what it is, but then I'm really good at voice mimicking, and then I have to get into character and be able to act and do all the emotions with it. So I can do. I don't have to just scream man, or Eric, you are so cute. Why don't you, Polly Prissy Pants? Would you like some more tea? Ants in the pants! Ants in the pants! You son of a bitch! I specifically asked you to bring me the Red Mighty Mega Man. This party's over, and you can take your goddamn ants in the pants with you. Holy shit, dude. No, Kitty, this is my papa. No, Kitty, bad Kitty. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo. All right, I'm done. All right, guys. Let's see. Sonic Plush says he's going to go ahead and post that link. Yeah, Elijah, you've got to check it out. I would look up if you stay on YouTube, just search Sonic Adventure 2 dubs. It's got to pop up. It's got to. Or just, I swear, if you search twitter.com, it's got to pop up there. Like, it has to. Like, the whole thing. It's like 34 minutes of piss your pants hilarity. It's freaking hilarious. Oh, excuse me, I got reflux. But as far as this live stream goes, yes, there it is. Yes. Sonic Plush. Elijah, if you're still here, that's what it's called. Sonic Adventure 2 Fandub Dark Story. Thank you, Sonic Plush. That's the one with the really big announcement. Or if I could actually try to voice it as, I forget the name of the actor who actually voice acted Eggman in that, but I could try to do it like him. Yo, I have a really big announcement, Shadow the Hedgehog. You have a tiny dick. He fucked my wife. He pissed on my wife. Yeah, that's the one. We have gotten way off of Harmony and Chaos. I love it. This is great. You know what? I think I'm going to randomly do these random live streams so we can be random and just be funny. What I want to learn how to do is like do like a hangout where I could have a couple of people on camera and we could all like have a chat. I think that would be badass. Duly noted. I'll look forward to it. Absolutely. I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing my ass. That's great. Oh, man. Google Hangouts. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got, how do you, okay, so like for your computer, how do you just go to like Google Hangouts on your computer and you can do it? You done did it now. Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, yeah. I think from now on, we're going to do this as a Google Hangout. And I think every once in a while, I'm going to do a random live stream just to be random so we can be goofs. But as for right now, I seriously, Luis, I'm going to call you here in a minute as soon as I end this. And then I'm going to stay tuned. I am doing Sonic X Equestria, at least one. It's 10:30 now, so I think I'm going to do at least one. I'm going to try to do two. All right. So, all right, guys. That's all I got. Anything you'd like to add, Fluttershy or Tails? Yes. Thank you so much for having me. And thanks for just I don't know, I'm being shy right now. But thanks for asking my opinions, and thank you, Sonic Plush, for having me and Tails on here. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's this episode of the post-episode wrap-up. Oh, nice. We'll do that. We'll do that offline, Luis. Yeah, you'll have to show me how to do Google Hangout because I know that works. All right, guys. Stay tuned. Sonic X Equestria will be up at some point tonight. All right. Peace. Oh my God, Cartman versus Tails in a rap battle. Who would win? I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I may have to do a rap on that. Let's see if I can't come up with something. Cartman versus Tails. That'd be interesting. All right, guys. Also in the comment section on this video, leave me suggestions as to who you want on the next. Who do you want to guest host? Again, it doesn't have to be couples. It could be any two characters you want. I will tell you right now, Fidgets will be one of the characters that will be on the next live stream. Fidget will be one. If you guys want to pick two more, go ahead and give me two more. But that's all I got, guys. See you next time. And Sonic X Equestria will be coming out at least one episode tonight. Just stay tuned. And God bless you all and have a great night.